It's Nikki.
And it's Marcia, and welcome to the LoveChat Podcast.
Well, we are back to what is known as ChitChat, a little quick conversation. And in the words of our girl Kelly, she's gonna have to learn. This is the first step of motherhood. She's pregnant with these babies, and I'm pregnant with these ideas. Y'all ain't gonna help me up? Shout out to Kelly.
Shout out to Kelly.
Y'all ain't help me up.
Y'all ain't help me up. But where can I get that Baps costume?
Oh my God.
For Halloween.
Girl, go get you some of that PVC stuff.
So let's talk about Insecure. What did you guys think week 2?
Right.
The girls are back. Ponytail was back.
AKA
Lowkey. What was this episode? Lowkey
Distant.
Distant. Okay.
Yeah.
Because Asian Bae was trying not to
he was distant.
open up.
Asian Bae was acting like most dudes act. Like, I think that it takes a special guy to be in a place where he is willing to like open up and share what is going on in his life. Like, even guys that I talked to about it, they were like, it'll happen over time. Over time. Molly's like, I need to know right now.
Well, I don't think that they're on the same page. Like, it's almost like she's wanting this relationship, right? And he's like, well, I thought we were just keeping it casual. That's why he was dating other people.
She's forceful with the way she does it. Like, I think because there's a lot of guys, when I talk to them, it's like, I never talk this way. And I don't ever open up. But it's just, I think sometimes it's your approach too.
Right.
Yeah,
I also feel like
Molly wants a relationship, but I'm like, does Molly want a relationship with Asian Bae? You know what I mean? There's a difference there. Yes, I think she wants a relationship, but I'm like, does she want the relationship specifically with Asian Bae? I think that's what I'm trying to.
Like, he's trying to read between the lines about everything. Everything she says has double meaning. Like, I want us to chill because I really want you to open up and talk to me. Instead of her just saying, I'd rather us not just always have sex. I really want to build something and get to know you better. Can we have a deep conversation?
But we know all of that is great, but it's mostly easier said than done for most people. You know what I mean? So I think she's tried to do a good job by having the dinner and trying to talk to him. And, you know, he came around. It worked, but because I think you have to figure out, like, Nikki, I know you always talk about love languages, but that's her approach. And she just gonna have to find somebody who approaches things or who understands her approach. And to me, it felt like he maybe needed to take a step back, think about it, and then figure out, okay, is this somebody I want to open up to? Because that's really what it's about. Do I really want to open up to you? And some people's gonna be like, nah, I don't really have the time or want to take the time to open up to you.
And that's how he grabbed that jacket and left and went to that concert, honey. He just
off the concert. He was like, you wanna go? He just
I think that's the difference too. I always say guys have the luxury of time and women do not. Like, he probably felt like, okay, you know what? Let me date these 3, 4, 5, 12 girls. I don't know. Because I would date them. And then at the same time, he's like, let me see which one I want to take it there with. But then when Molly threw that on him, it's like, well, do I not talk to her? Or is this somebody that I could see going a step further? But I think most guys don't look at it that way until they're put in the position, forcefully or not, to make the decision to go there with one of the girls. Or they to figure out who they really, really like.
Well, I think that with guys, and from what guys tell me, is like, if you're dating, you're dating. Like, but when you're intentional and you're ready to settle down, you know who you want to be with immediately. Like, it don't take long. You don't have to date a long time to know what you want. But I think he's just dating, and she wants something different, but she's not articulating that as well. And then she hit a roadblock and got in her feelings. And then he was just, I could go hear Summer Walker.
So since we are on Molly, how did you guys feel about how she kind of low key was shady with Condola, whatever her name is.
Condola.
That's another distant. She feeling distant from Issa, so she and her
feelings about that too.
Well, okay, come on now. That's like us going to dinner and one of us bringing somebody random. You're gonna be like,
because you can't talk like you normally talk.
Exactly. Right. Like, do I know
you're gonna
you?
Be like,
I trust you? Right. Because it's an issue of like, I want to talk to you all, right? Hypothetically, I want to talk to you all about something that I'm confident will not go beyond the 4 of us.
Yeah.
If we bring in this fifth random person, aka Ponytail,
right, but Ponytail was already there, and then the girl was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go get something to eat," and Issa was like, "Oh, well, you can just eat with us." She was like, she said she was trying not to be rude, and Molly was kind of like.
And see, Issa and her and Ponytail are already creating a friendship. So she doesn't. So, but what's her name? Molly's not, in that friend. So she feels like an outsider in a way, and she just wants her friend, her best friend.
And I also think this is another example of Molly not communicating, right? Because if I really need to talk to Nikki, I'm be like, hey, can we go to dinner? There's something really important I need to talk to you about. Which to me would say to Nikki, okay, let me focus. I don't need to randomly invite anybody else. But Molly didn't say that.
She didn't invite her. They were already there.
I know, but if Nikki knew that I was coming to meet her, and
she wouldn't have invited her to stay.
She wouldn't have extended the invitation.
Got you. Yeah,
even if it meant we had to pick up and go somewhere else to not make it awkward.
Right.
I've done that with different people too. Not, Kamika, I've done it with you. I was like, can we go to lunch? Because I want to talk to you.
Yeah, but you were very intentional in saying,
I'm always
I want to talk to you.
Yeah, I want to talk to you. So I do that with my friends. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But again, we know a lot of people.
But I've grown.
Don't know how to.
Mm-hmm. They're in their 30s. This is coming of age in your 30s. So.
But you know what? Unless something, in my opinion, forces you to step outside your box for whatever reason. I know I wasn't a person who was as upfront as I am now, but something forced me out of that. And so unless something changes you drastically to force you into doing that, most people ain't gonna be that different than they were in their 20s.
That's very
They'll be 55, 65, acting the same way.
One of my friends, she helped me to grow in friendship like that. She taught me, like, if you can't hold it in. If you want to say something, say something.
Right. And I think each friend too, with Condola. I should know that. But with Condola, I think that she builds Issa up. She gives her that little confidence. They have a really cool friendship. And I love the way they got the Lawrence thing. Let's just put it on the table so there's no weird moments. And they're laughing at the Lawrence thing, which was a little weird to me. A little bit. I don't know if I could do that. But then how did Lawrence take it?
She's trying to be cool about it. She is trying.
Let me tell you something about Martin Lawrence Walker.
Oh, like, Martin.
And they didn't want her to know his first name. Like, how are you?
I was like, they so wrong for doing that to him.
I was like, first of all, you sending me this text like, yeah, I'm outside. Like, that whole exchange where he asked Issa not to put his name in his mouth.
Right.
Shout out to stupid Chad, who I cannot stand.
He is funny.
He is so funny though.
I have a friend who's just like that. He's just a complete idiot too.
What did you tell him? He like a box?
Oh no, he's like a box.
Thank you.
Okay, so granted, I don't like the way that it went down. And I don't like the way that Lawrence tried to handle it, but I do.
With Issa? Okay.
But I do, to some degree, it's like he does want Ponytail to come up with her own thoughts and ideas about him without having Issa's influence. But at the same time, I'm like, but you dated Issa for 5 years. So you
5.
Enough to
you
know
don't want Condola to know you a bum.
It was a bum for them and lived off of her. He in a different place. He's a different person. He's grown, but
But at the same time, I think about, like you said, growth and who you are as a person, right?
Right. And we all have a past.
Right. At some point, aren't you going to tell Ponytail your history?
Or I mean, and I guess he wants to tell her in his own time, but the fact that you don't even want to tell the girl your first name is stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupid. And now you're putting me in the middle of it because now this is my friend. You didn't came to my house. Now what if it comes up? She gonna be mad that I ain't tell her.
Right.
Right. Issa stuff, but she don't have the. She still don't have the right?
The what? The block party.
She's working towards.
Oh, right.
You don't want her to, Condola to be like, no, I'm not helping you no more.
Right. I mean, and I like Condola. I don't see anything wrong. I mean, I think she's a cool chick or whatever. I think it's a little weird. I don't know that I would be able to work so closely with someone that is dating my ex that I dated for 5 years. That's a long time. I'm like, oh boy, what he said he moved.
You still have a thing for.
Right.
You still have a thing for. Let's not forget.
It's always going to be something, because when you are connected like that and been in a relationship, it's always, that's why you have to be very careful.
That's why you gotta
how much you love that person.
Wait, what did Tiffany's husband say? That's why I just moved.
That's what I'm saying.
I miss Dallas.
I am Ray Charles to it. They don't exist anymore.
You know, them feelings start coming up. They start to text and talk to each other. Lawrence and Condola are not gonna make it. They are not going to make it.
Somebody I saw on Twitter, somebody was like, I'm just trying to figure out what episode they're gonna have Lawrence and Issa cheat on Condola.
Oh.
But you know what? I wonder if Condola will realize that Lawrence and Issa are still kind of
all be in the same room, and she's gonna.
Their chemistry is undeniable.
She's going to be jealous.
I mean, I think you all like. Okay, granted, y'all are married, but I'm sure that Nikki would say that there are people, and I'm sure you guys have chemistry with your husbands too. But it's like, you know, even as a single person, there are people, if they walk in a room, I have chemistry with. You know what I mean? People would be able to pick up on that. You'd be able to sense it. So I think that that's going to be very, very clear the next time they're all like together. I think they both experience growth in so many ways. Issa's changed, grown, changed jobs. Lawrence gotten a job, gotten his life together somewhat from what we can tell. And I think that that love and that chemistry is still there. It's going to come back together.
Right. Because even when Condola she mentioned the getaway trip, and Issa was like, oh, romantic. You know, so she probably was thinking to her mind, that Negro ain't never take me.
Because he didn't have no money when he was with her. That was kind of feel some type of way.
Right.
When Issa walked out to the apartment to meet Lawrence, you know, she was trying to look cute. You know, not like she was trying too hard, but cute.
Right.
I felt like there was something, even though it was just unspoken.
5 years, yeah.
Even when they were on the phone in the car, it just like their conversation is natural. They know each other so well. It just, you know, it just.
He's like, you can just say bye. Oh, okay, bye.
Right.
Yeah, he know her weirdness.
Right, her awkwardness.
He has more chemistry with Issa than Condola, even in their scenes. It's just kind of like, you know, this is what we're trying to do. They look good on paper, you know, but I feel like they don't have chemistry. For real.
So what about Issa's chemistry with TSA Bay?
She had to get rid of him. She was tired of using Plan B.
Oh my gosh! What if she's pregnant?
Girl!
Pause for the cause. Let's back up.
I don't think
so that Plan B worked, girl.
Wait, I screamed at that part.
Oh my gosh! In them positions.
Lord.
Girl,
in the world.
I was crying, but his video button.
She said, "This is different, but I like it."
I'm glad went to her head.
Oh my God! But did she say he had 3 kids?
Yes, that's what she was saying. She got to get rid of him because that Plan B was coming her Plan A. He got 3 kids.
Right.
You know, he fertile.
Yeah, he's fertile.
Oh my God!
Ain't got time for that.
Oh yeah,
Issa. When she was in the bathroom in the mirror talking to herself.
I was mortified.
I hollered. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hollered. I couldn't believe it. It was so disgusting though.
It was so disgusting. I was like, ugh.
I love this show. This show is so raw.
It's such a mess. Such a mess, but it's real. It's real.
Crazy. Oh my goodness. But wait a minute now. Okay, I have to ask this question. When they were all dressed up, I guess it's supposed to be Halloween. What was that? I was confused.
Where were they going?
Right.
They were just saying to be dressed up at the house, which I've done that before with.
But they were doing treat bags, like, and they were saying them kids they don't want that.
But they were making the treat bags for the block party. Because she said my treat bags are going to be lit. Remember,
I thought she had those, but I thought she had treat bags for the kids. Because she was like, these kids don't want no toothbrush.
Right, because Kelly threw the toothbrush, like, that's what the kids gonna do to your toothbrush.
Right. Right.
Halloween, and they were just having their little adult party, but and trick-or-treaters come.
Yeah, maybe, I guess that was a weird part. But Issa's costume, Jamal was like, what's she supposed to be? And you know I got it right off the back. Jigaboo from School Days. Y'all knew that, right?
Yeah, School Days.
Jamal did.
You know that. You talk about that.
No, and you know that's like my favorite part of School Days when they sing the song.
Of course. It's
you're one wanna be better than me. Well, you're a jigaboo, trying to find something to do.
School Days is on Netflix right now.
I love it.
It is.
Anyway,
I keep saying I'm gonna watch it because I love School Days. It's one of my
but she
favorites.
looked just like Rachel. I was like, oh, Issa. Okay, but anyway, that was a weird part of the show. I just didn't get the whole costume thing, but I guess
it felt like it was cut a little bit. Which I was like, y'all, just give us the extra 10 minutes.
And I think they were trying to show that a passage in time, like this is
maybe
3 weeks prior. So when it gets to the actual
maybe.
But
if that was Halloween, that mean the block party being Christmas.
It'd be warm in California.
Right.
But we're starting, because you said the block party's in 4 months or something like that, right?
It was like 3 months before.
Oh, 3 months prior.
Mm-hmm. That's what it said in the beginning.
But I don't know if the block party happens after that point too. So I think you're right. It's like 4 months or something like that.
The split between Molly and Issa, because at the end, Issa was like, girl, who was that? She was like, oh, it's just a work call.
Right. That, which is weird.
Oh, about not telling her about Asian babe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Molly and old boy might get together. She gonna mess up with him because she feel bad, and I think they gonna have some kind of.
I don't know, because he act like he can't stand the ground she walk on.
I know it.
He can. He loves her. He thinks about her all
But
the time.
that's the most explosive kind of.
I feel like they trying to build something between them.
It's a thin line between love and hate.
I feel like something about to happen between him, and she gonna feel like this is the kind of person I should be with, because he's black and he's an attorney and Asian based, but Asian based gonna have her heart, but she gonna mess it up.
But he's really successful too, so I don't know. I'm interested to see they flash to next week's episode where I guess she tells her family. So I guess that's gonna be Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Show timeline,
Yeah.
and so yeah, talk about something. Is he something rich? Crazy and rich.
Like Crazy Rich Asian.
I love that movie.
I did too. It was so cute. And now he was fine. The Asian dude in that movie.
Nick.
He was fine. Yeah.
I saw that with Nikki.
Yeah, we did see that. He was like, ooh.
In the Cine Bistro with our dinner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Shout out to Cine Bistro.
I saw that on Fire Stick.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. When I was watching Amanda Seals' podcast with Issa Rae, she said she can't give away any plot lines or anything because her character has all the spoilers. It's like a pivotal, whatever her storyline is gonna be, has all of some pivotal moments.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
Good, because if not, she can go.
I love Tiffany. Me too. She gives that little bougie. She's that other bougie little bougie friend.
She's the yin and
you.
friendship.
She's who?
She you.
Thank you, Kamiko.
I don't like her because it's her.
Exactly, because she you.
Oh.
Look, don't be doing that, lady. You gonna get that same conversation that we have every time this come up. She you.
I said, oh, she's you. Fia.
Okay.
But that made me real curious about what's going to happen, what's going to be going on with Tiffany.
Maybe it's the baby situation. Because, we still ain't talked about it, but we still don't know that baby is her husband's baby.
Yes,
remember?
I know. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
So if that baby come out dark skin or something like that.
She just gonna be like, look, my granddaddy.
She's gonna be like, TSA babe, the baby number 4. TSA babe.
Oh Lord. Now, but if the baby come out like something else, like white or Asian or something, you might be.
I don't know. Well, we know it's a girl because we've seen pictures.
Yeah,
popping up.
AKA.
Yeah.
Feature AKA.
So, but. So yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of Tiffany or Kelly, like a storyline with them going on.
So there's going to be more, probably. There's.
I hope so. I mean, Tiffany has had somewhat of a storyline over the years, but Kelly
for this season.
But I mean, even still, Kelly has never had. We saw her at work like one time.
Oh, that's true.
And we've never seen her with a love interest. We've seen her at work maybe once. Like, she doesn't have any storyline, and frankly, she's the best character to me.
She's the funniest.
Hilarious.
When they was at Coachella, I would never.
That is hilarious.
And most of her stuff is ad-lib too.
Yeah, and she was right on the show. So I was like, oh my gosh.
She's hilarious.
He is so funny.
So give Kelly more time. She needs a spinoff. I love
Give the whole show more time.
Issa is tired of y'all.
She said, look, you are not getting, this is a 30-minute comedy. We done gave you a couple extra episodes. Shut up.
Right.
But we still keep complaining.
Happy.
No.
Exactly.
I mean, at least like the first episode was 36 minutes. But this last one dropped down to like 25.
Yeah,
so
it was
like, look, give me my full 30.
It was over. It was over so quick. It's almost like, damn, I need to watch that over again. Like
I did.
I watched it over because I was like, did I miss something?
Yep. For real.
Yeah.
So but it was still like, did I miss the beginning? Because maybe I came in a little late. Nope, didn't miss the beginning. It was just short.
It was short.
But I love it. It's only because we love it so much. And it's just so much to unpack. And they were trying to unpack 2.5 people in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 3 people.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens with Issa, Lawrence, and Condola. And if Issa's gonna get a love interest, a real love interest.
Well, you know how everybody was writing saying bring back Lawrence, bring back Lawrence. Nobody's saying anything about bring back what's the other dude that she cheated on Lawrence with?
Oh, Daniel.
He had his thing. He did her dirty though. At the end.
So cute.
What you mean?
What he do?
On his couch.
Huh? He was sleeping with the girl in the room when she was sleeping on his couch.
But she said she didn't want to be with him.
No, but something happened. What was that? And he said something real dirty to her. What was that episode? And that was the end of everything. And that's what kind of moved her to start doing. But he did.
But I felt like it was kind of like, you know, he had the woman in the house or whatever, and she kind of said something about it. He was like, well, why do you care? You said you don't want me. So what is it? Because she was being a flip-flopper a little bit.
Yes, she was.
Now I'm going to have to go back and watch it because I don't remember.
Something happened that was a pivotal moment, and they're like, because he said something that was like, we can't go back from this. Like, I don't want to be your friend.
So then what about Nathan? You think they're going to bring him in? Because they mentioned him.
They better not bring him back. He ain't got no reason to be there.
They're not going to bring him back.
You don't think so?
Showing up.
His friend there, he might come to the block party.
Then she'll just go to ignore him.
She should.
I either want her new love or her and Lawrence to have like another little moment like this intense.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to
together for a while. I don't know how many seasons they're gonna be doing Insecure, but it's not gonna be till the end if they ever get back to it.
Yes, and you know how long she likes to keep us waiting, so good luck with that.
Right, because it's like they're giving us 10 episodes. How long it's gonna take for next season?
Exactly. She's gonna be working on some more movies and all that kind of stuff too.
Especially with the Rona.
If they get married and they're gonna do a Baby Please, it's gonna be like Dwayne and Whitley. That's how it's gonna end, probably.
Girl, stop dreaming. Stop dreaming. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Die. Just die.
That is my favorite episode of television.
We know.
Oh my gosh.
The best.
Gosh. I know you ain't saying we know as much. You reference Color Purple every episode.
You know. And you know. All right, ladies, I think that's going to do it for this chit-chat. What'd you say about Hamilton?
I said as if y'all both don't reference Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
Not that often, though. But since you brought it up.
Yeah, not as much as Color Purple.
But okay, ladies, I think this is going to do it for this episode of the LoveChat Podcast. I want to remind all of our viewers to please follow us on all social media platforms at the LoveChat Podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, and review. Until next time.